Riley Thompson and last year's senior class president, Canidates, who will be introducing our candidates for us.
If she could go anywhere in the world, she'd want to go to Australia. Your candidate, Riley Jensen.
For our next candidate, we have Colton Prober, escorted by his sister, Sadie. If Colton had an unlimited amount of money, he would spend it by going to Madhouse and buying all of their rolls. His biggest fear is going blind. He was 8 years old when he finally realized the tooth fairy was not real. Everybody, Colton Prober.
For our next candidate, we have Morgan Polsander, escorted by her father, Rolf Polsander, and her sister, Caitlin. Morgan was 6 years old when she realized the tooth fairy wasn't real, and she would pay $20 not to tell her siblings. She doesn't know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, because to find out, we just give her a tongue cramp. Morgan's first crush was Katie Colbert. Morgan Polsander.
Next up, Brian Sakuraba, escorted by his sister, Alyssa Sakuraba. If Brian could have a movie made about his life, he would want Russell from the movie Up to play him. If he could go anywhere in the world, he'd go to the Caribbean because he would live like a pirate. His first crush was, in fact, Selena Gomez. Everybody, Brian Sakuraba.
For our next candidate, we have Canidates, escorted by her father, Lance Hislop, and her brother, Miles. Tana has an irrational fear of cotton balls. She was 5 years old when she found out the tooth fairy wasn't real. If she could have a movie made about her life, she would choose Tina Fey to play her. Tana Hislop.
Everybody, Jason Sommer, escorted by our grandmother, Nora. Jason's biggest fear is being hugged by a tall woman. If Jason could have a movie made about his life, he would want Robert Downey Jr. to play him. His first crush was Katie Clarkson. Everybody, Jason Sommer.
Our next female candidate, we have Shay Bond. Shay is escorted by her father, Rob Bond. If she could have an unlimited amount of money, she would get an endless supply of Nike sweats. Her biggest fear is ranch dressing, and her first crush was Zach Beatty. Shay Bond.
Trevor Shaw, escorted by his girlfriend, Kenzie Rankin. If Trevor had an unlimited amount of money, he would buy his dream guitars, fund cancer research, buy houses for loved ones. His biggest fear is uncertainty. Trevor does not remember who his first crush was because he thought girls had cooties for the longest time. Everybody, Trevor Shaw.
Your next candidate, we have Grace Chauvin, escorted by her father, Mario Chauvin. If Grace had an unlimited amount of money, she would travel the world with her best friends. If Grace could have a movie made about her life, she would want Abigail Cole to play her character, because everyone thinks they're the same person. Her first crush was the fantastic Liza Mendes, Grace Chauvin.
Cody Jr., escorted by his niece, Olivia. When asked how many licks it does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, he guessed 54,973. Cody never thought that the tooth fairy was real in the first place. His first crush was Presley Field. Please give a warm hand for Cody Turner.
Our next candidate, Morgan Gardner, escorted by her little brothers, Jack and Andrew Taylor. If Morgan had an unlimited amount of money, she would open a cupcake shop and travel the world. When asked how many licks does it take to get to the center of the cupcake, she replied 1,286.3. If Morgan could go anywhere in the world, she would go to Paris. Morgan Gardner.
Next up is Jared Sloan, escorted by his friend in life, Abby Hull. If Jared had an unlimited amount of money, he would take over the world, obviously. Jared's biggest fear is the fear of getting in another car wreck. His first crush was, of course, Abby Hull. Jared.
Our next candidate, Tiana Toupee, unfortunately couldn't make it today, but we would like to recognize her. If Tiana had unlimited money, she would buy Brooke Peterson an unlimited amount of fruit snacks. Tiana went to well when she realized Tooth Fairy wasn't real, and she said it was a really pleasant day to her. If Tiana could go anywhere in the world, she'd go to New Zealand because men.
Now we have Tyler Owens, escorted by the Joshes. Tyler's biggest fear is the pain of rejection. When asked how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, he guessed 364. If Tyler could go anywhere in the world, he would go to Europe, Kuwait, and the East Coast. Give it up for the fancy man, Tyler Owens.
Our next candidate and final, Emma Combs, is supported by her little brother, Carson Combs. If Emma could have a movie made about her life, she would want Beyonce to play her character. When asked how many licks does it take to set her Tootsie Pop, she said, but I said 3. Her first crush was the next door neighbor, whose name she can't remember, Emma Combs.
Everybody, please give a warm hand. These are your 2016 Senior Cotillion candidates.
Alrighty, we'd like to dismiss the candidates and thank Riley McCabe for introducing everybody. would also like to introduce Brittany Kelly to sing the Cotillion song Photographed by Ed Sheeran, and she will be accompanied by Matt Hall.
So after graduation, I want to go to Weber State and just continue my education experience. Probably take a nap for a couple months before then, but yeah.
After I graduate, I'd really like to get my engineering degree and establish myself financially, buy a house, and, get my life on track, move out of my parents' house.
After graduation, I plan to serve an LDS mission and then go to Dixie State.
So after I graduate, I plan on serving a LDS mission in Toronto, Canada, and then once I am done with my mission, I'll probably just live in my house till I'm like 30, my parents' house till I'm like 30, so yeah.
Okay, so after I graduate, I want to go to college and become a psychologist.
I'm going on a mission to Paraguay after I graduate, and then I'll go into college and we'll see how it goes.
After graduation, I plan on moving up to Utah State to go to school to become a civil engineer and hopefully be a ride engineer for Disney.
I'm actually going to take a break after high school and just get really grounded financially, so I'll probably look for jobs. Right now I'm a Roy City Complex lifeguard. But yeah, until then, I'll just be working.
After I graduate, I intend to go to Weber State for 2 years, then go to Utah State or the University of Utah and finish my degree in speech pathology.
After I graduate, I plan on serving a 2-year mission in New York.
After I graduate, I plan to live in the middle of the woods in a cabin with Ben Wilmore.
After I graduate, I'm going to go to a summer semester of college, and then I plan to serve an LDS mission. I'm waiting on my call now, and when I get home, I plan to go to Utah State University and finish education out.
After I graduate, I plan on serving an LDS mission and then attending college somewhere.
After I graduate, my plans are to go to Weber State and study, become a radiologist, so I can do x-rays.
So after I graduate, I want to own my own theater and become a businesswoman.
My best pickup line is, "Do you live in a cornfield? Because I'm stalking you."
Kiss me if I'm wrong, but dinosaurs still exist, right?
My favorite pickup line is, if I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together.
Okay, so here's a pickup line for you. Girl, if you were a buck, I'd put you on my wall any day.
My lips are like Skittles. You want to taste the rainbow?
Girl, if you were a buck, I wouldn't let Colton Probert put you on his wall.
My best pickup line is, boy, if you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple.
Best pickup line, yes, you want this.
Are you a camera? Because when I look at you, I smile.
My best pickup line is, if you were a booger, I'd pick you first.
If I had to choose between Wi-Fi and you, looks like I won't be able to download songs for a while.
My best pickup line would be, "Are you Campbell's soup? Because you're looking good."
My best pickup line is, "How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. Hi, my name's Tiana."
My best pickup line is, "Hi, the cast list has been posted for My Life the Musical. Congratulations, you've been cast as my love interest."
One thing I'm proud of is probably just being able to get through school with good grades and being able to be like on honor roll.
The one thing that I'm proud of is my deadlift max weight. I got 400 pounds on my max a while ago.
Oh, one thing I'm proud of is probably when I finished the whole season of Grey's Anatomy in one night.
So one thing that I'm proud of is probably this goatee I got going on here.
One thing I'm proud of is that I've stayed true to myself all 4 years of like high school-ish or whatever, you know, just stayed true to myself.
I don't know. I survived high school, which is pretty great.
Something I'm proud of is my cupcake recipes because I write them all myself and I love to bake for everybody.
One thing I'm proud of is that I've been able to find myself. I feel like after high school, people really get an identity of who they are, and I would say the senior year I've been able to really accept and find myself.
I'm really proud of my senior year of basketball and how we all played together and the team and what we did this year.
One thing I'm proud of is being able to serve a mission, just like my 4 older brothers.
Something I'm proud of is being a founder of the Bagel Club at Roy High.
One time, in Mr. Ellsworth's class, I made a card tower 6 stories tall with one hand while taking notes that he eventually kicked down in his fit of rage.
One thing I'm proud of is being an American.
One thing I'm proud of is my rugby team. We're 4th in state right now, and I'm just really proud of the accomplishments we've made throughout this year.
I am very proud of the fact that I've made it this far, despite everything that has ever been hard and that everyone else has too.
My most embarrassing moment happened sophomore year of high school, and it was at the bonfire for homecoming. And this kid came up and kissed me, and I was caught so off guard. I yelled "ew" in his face. And I felt so bad, and I didn't know what to do, so we just sat there, and all his friends laughed at him.
My most embarrassing moment was a time or two ago when I went to this corn maze with my girlfriend and a few other friends, and we went around a corner, and this kid came out of nowhere and scared the crap out of me, and I was like, ah! And like everybody laughed a lot, and it shouldn't have been that scary. He was little.
My most embarrassing moment, I think they happen too often, so I couldn't pick one.
So my most embarrassing moment started when me and my sister, so we invented this silly little dance move, and that same day Casey called and he's like, hey, I want to come, my best friend Casey called and said, hey, I want to come over and hang out. So I'm like, sure. So I went downstairs and I showered up and I got in my boxers and I went in my room and I was like, well, that dance move was pretty fun. Let me try it. And I started doing it, and this is the dance move. Swimming, swimming, swimming. And I said it just like that. And I was dancing around a circle. Well, without knowing, my mom let Casey in, and he was standing in my doorway watching me do this for like a solid minute without me even knowing.
Okay, so my most embarrassing moment was back when I was in like 1st grade, and it used to take us like an hour to get home, and I had to go to the bathroom really bad. And so like I got home and I ran inside and our bathroom was like open to the door and I left the bathroom door open while I went to the bathroom and everyone on the bus saw me.
My most embarrassing moment was probably, so after a date, Abby was dropping me off and I was walking around the front of her car and there was this little patch of ice that I didn't see. So I slipped on it and just face planted on her hood and like slid down the hood. And she still teases me about it.
My most embarrassing moment was in the 4th grade. We had a bingo, we were playing bingo, and my friend decided it would be fun to stick the little bean in her ear, and she said, I bet you can't do it too. And I got the bean stuck in my ear, and I ended up having to go to the hospital and have them take the bean out of my ear. And they ended up giving me a teddy bear, and I named it Mr. Bean, and I still have it to this day.
So back in sophomore year, Halloween, I dressed up as the Sundrop girl, or in this case, guy, and I forgot who it was, but she was on the volleyball team and she told me to get up and do the Sundrop dance because she had it on her phone. And so I got up and I started basically twerking to Drop It Like It's Hot, and Miss Moon walks into the room and she's just petrified like, and yeah, I was so embarrassed.
Okay, so my most embarrassing moment is when it was our junior prom and I was getting ready for my day date and I was going down the stairs with my friend and the guys were there to pick us up and I was walking down my front, like my top step of my living room stairs and I fell down like back first and I slid down and so when my friend opened the door and my date was at the front, I was laying on the stairs like all sprawled out. It was really embarrassing.
There's too many to count.
My most embarrassing moment would have to be this video.
Well, my most embarrassing moment started on August 21st, 1998, and it still hasn't ended.
Most embarrassing moment would probably be sophomore year, baseball, losing the game on a pop fly I missed. That's pretty embarrassing.
My most embarrassing moment, my life's embarrassing, so if you know me, I'm pretty sure you'll get a glimpse of it if you know me for even a minute.
My most embarrassing moment was when I was talking with some of my friends in the bathroom about this guy who we know who's married and he's just a great guy. We were just talking about what a great guy he is and how we talked about how old he was and how much older we would have had to been to have married him, and his wife was in the stall next to us.
My favorite high school memory would have to be going to the football games.
My favorite high school memory has got to be when me and Kenzie, our first date, when we went to the state championship for football. We still lost, and I thought she was gonna like totally break up with me, but it was actually really sweet and cute.
My favorite high school memory is attending the sporting events, especially when football went to state.
My favorite high school memory is probably me being able to go down to my grandma's every day and eat lunch with her, because recently my grandma passed away just a few months ago, so that was truly a blessing in disguise.
So my favorite high school memory is last year during Battle of the Sexes, we did the pie eating contest, and I totally ate like half the pie, and everyone was like, how did she eat so much? And I totally like choked on it and spit it everywhere, and yeah.
Probably like the summer when we didn't have class.
My favorite high school memory was at the bonfire for homecoming week. We were leaving and my friend wanted a ride home, and I told him he couldn't have a ride home, but so he said, if I have a Loyal Royal in the next 5 minutes, can I get a ride home? And I said sure, because I didn't think he was going to do it. And so he runs off and randomly goes up to this girl and asks if he can kiss her, and he kisses her, and I ended up having to give him a ride home.
favorite high school memory would be probably anything state, fill in the blank. I've joined a lot of clubs and I was part of a lot of teams, and it was so good to see different aspects of the student body, like swimming, DECA, drama. Drama was a blast, you know, dance party. But yeah, anything that we did state-wise, it was really good.
My favorite high school memory has definitely been basketball, and the friends I've made from it and all the good times we've had.
My favorite high school memory is being able to participate in the high school football state game my junior year.
My favorite high school memory is meeting Lisa Mendez.
My favorite high school memory has been playing on the soccer team, and last year I was the highest goal scorer, and it's been a great time.
My favorite high school memory, I couldn't pick just one. High school's just been great overall to me.
My favorite high school memory is moving to Roy. Junior year, I've made a lot of friends here, and it's been a really neat experience for me.
My favorite high school memory is actually all the plays that I've been in here and all the productions and the wonderful people I've gotten to know.
Being a Royal means to be someone that's respectable and represents your school, and someone that is fun to be around, has good school spirit, and is involved.
Being a Royal means to me trying really hard, late nights, doing stupid stuff and learning from those stupid things, progressing myself as a human, and having a good time.
Being a Royal to me means living up to your full potential, whether it's in academics or your sports or your clubs, and just being the best you and being kind.
Being a Royal to me means being kind and caring to everyone, anyone and everyone.
So being a Royal to me means that you're understanding of everyone and that everyone is equal to you. Like, you don't have any superiority over anyone, and that you have understanding of everyone's life and that you're not just basing it on your own.
I think being a Royal means probably standing up for the people that need it, and I don't know, just being bigger and not being too cocky about it, I guess.
To me, being a Royal means to be loyal to your school. There's a quote that says, "Be loyal to the Royal within," and I love that, just being loyal to the school and who you are.
So being a Royal to me means being the best person that you possibly can be, whether it be nice to somebody or kind, or if you're a really hard worker. It's basically you are the best person you can be. You are the Beyonce of who you are.
Being a Royal means to be something greater, to be something bigger than myself, to be a part of something greater than myself.
Being a Royal means to me is being part of a legacy.
Being a Royal means that we are in the same rank as a monarch.
Being a Royal to me means to always try my hardest and try to enjoy school and have fun and try to make other people happy. And I think it has something to do with some loyal bloodline and controlling over people due to that.
Being a Royal just means always working your hardest and staying loyal to your school and just doing your best in everything.
To me, being a Royal means having pride in your school and being performing to the best of your abilities at all times, and yeah.
Being a Royal means knowing your worth and knowing what a vital part you are to our society.
Alrighty, we'd like to invite the candidates up one last time. So we'd like to remind everyone that voting will take place during 6th period today, so we will have officers coming around for your votes. So real quick, we'd like to read off each of the names. First we have Riley Jensen. Colton Probert. Morgan Polsander. Brian Sakurada. Tana Hisla. Jason Sommer. Shay Bond. Trevor Shaw. Grace Chobel. Cody Toon. Morgan Garner. Jared Sloan. Tyler Owens. Emma Combs. And Tiana Toupe. All right, so Senior Cotillion will be tomorrow, May 14th, from 8 to 11 p.m. at the Weber State Ballrooms. The Weber State Ballrooms, if you don't know, are in the Shepherd Union building on the Weber State campus. Tickets are still on sale, $20 for couples and $15 stag. And then don't forget about Senior Week. On Monday, May 16th, we have a senior shirt day, so if you don't have your senior shirts, go ahead and get some at the bookkeeper's office. They are $10. On Tuesday, May 17th, we have a time capsule day. So if you would like to bring items to put inside that time capsule, we will be in the Commons during lunch and before and after school. On Wednesday, May 18th, we have a water night at 6 p.m. on the practice field. We will be playing water games, no swimsuits or shirts that are see-through and wet. On Thursday, May 19th, we have a movie night. And we will be watching the movie Inside Out at 7 p.m. in the large gym. Bring your blankets and pillows. And then on Friday, May 20th, we have a senior bonfire and barbecue, which will be at 7 p.m. on the Roy High football field in the northwest corner. And then also, all of those seniors who would like to have a pass down at the closing assembly, a sign-up sheet is on the SBO room door, so please sign up on that. And also be aware that if you are giving a pass down, you are required to be at a mandatory rehearsal on May 23rd at 6 o'clock in the morning. And if you are not there, you will not be allowed to participate in the assembly. At this time, we'd like to also give the time to Savannah Williams for a couple of announcements.
A quick shout out to Colton Probert. He is the Region 1 champion at the discus. And Melissa Champion is the Region 1 girls champion at the discus. We would also like to congratulate all those who made it to state for track and all those who represented Roy. So good job, guys.
All right, seniors. We'd like to have you circle the auditorium for the school hymn.